Hello, I'm Mary Driscoll and I'm the Senior Research Director here at APQC, and I look after the financial management practice area, and that is studying the people, the processes, the skill sets, and the systems involved in the office of the CFO. My mission is to uncover and document the best practices being used today at some of our leading organizations. These are very large, complex, dynamic environments where decision-making is fraught with uncertainty and risk and a great deal of outcome variability. So it's up to finance to derive the data, to gather the analysis, and help business leaders make the best choices in the way that they use investor capital. So much in the past has been focused on just drive revenue at any cost. But after the financial crisis of 08-09, the profit on the edge, so to speak, is going to be really tough to grab, and decisions have to be very tight. Over the last few months and going forward, I'm putting a very tight focus on how companies are managing their working capital, how they're working with their customers, how they're working with their suppliers to make sure that cash flows are there where they need to be on time and can be forecasted much more accurately than in the past. One of the things that membership in APQC does for you is give you some hard evidence. You can benchmark your processes and take them to the higher-ups in your organization and say, look, we are behind the curve here. And you can point out in very clear terms what that's costing you. You can demonstrate that there is a hard dollar benefit of investing in change that will make your financial processes more effective. I think the financial crisis of the past couple of years, even though it's receding, it was a wake-up call. A wake-up call that you just can't continue to take cost out of finance without investing in your processes and your systems. Too many companies are hobbling along with manual processes and trying to make sense of choices and scenarios using yesterday's tools and technologies. It's no longer viable. CFOs, controllers, and treasurers are in the hot seat at many organizations. They are being called on to stand in front of the board, in front of the C-suite, and explain the economic impacts of various decisions. So when things go wrong, when there is a shortfall, and the owners of the company or the organization want an explanation, it's the finance people who have to stand there and explain. I think we're coming to one of those inflection points where there's going to be another pickup of new technology. There's a lot of innovation now coming into the financial management space, having to do with automating workflows, digitizing an awful lot of those routine transactions. That's not only going to take a lot of cost out, but it's going to let finance people very efficiently manage big information flows and be able to extract credible, data-driven insights, like I said before, to help make the best choices with investor capital. What's fascinating about working here at APQC is that we have access to this open standards research. That's a benchmark database that companies can access to get a baseline, to understand where they stand versus their peers. In addition, I'm looking at not just productivity metrics, but truly the best practices. What are companies doing? How are they putting teams together and tasks together and organizing to improve decision support? So putting together the efficiency metrics with very close-up looks at best practices helps us to get a 360-degree view of what a leading finance organization today looks like. APQC is particularly well suited for this research because of our legacy in benchmarking, and added to the fact that we are a very credible and trusted source of authoritative analysis. In addition, we do have the domain expertise, very, very deep area of domain expertise, to layer on top of the raw data some insights and some abilities to pick through the data and tell everyone what we think it means.